Yo guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank Reaper today on World of Warships console. That's right, boys and girls, and we are doing the ship review of the Tier 3 premium Japanese cruiser, the Yubari. I don't know if I'm actually pronouncing that name completely right, but it's the Tier 3 premium Japanese cruiser, which, yeah, we're going to be going through some of the stats, the captain, and taking it down into gameplay, and seeing how the ship can perform, and stuff like that. First of all, as they call upgrades, but they're moderations, upgrades, modifications, whatever you want to call them. I put aiming system mod 0 on here. Dispersion of main batteries is 40%. Main battery traverse speed is 20%. Torpedo launcher traverse speed is 20%. Secondary battery firing range is 20%. And dispersion of secondary batteries is 40%. Then I put main battery mod 2. Main battery traverse speed is 15% and main battery reload time is 5%. Just trying to get that the main batteries firing a lot more quicker and turning a lot more quicker. It gets HE, AP, and torpedoes. It gets a damage control party. Consumer duration 5 seconds. Reload time is 60 seconds. Then it gets a defensive AA fire. Fire average AA damage is 200%. Consumable duration 40 seconds. And reload time is 150. But you only get one of these, so keep that in mind. Survivability, the hit points is 18,700. Pretty decent for the ship. Main batteries is 140mm third year type guns. She only gets 2 of them. Firing range is 12.7 kilometers. Reload time is 6.8 seconds. And the turning time is 17.4 seconds. Max HE shell damage is 2,400. Firing setting chance is 12%. Max AP shell damage is 2,700. Just a little bit better than the HE, but you know. Secondary armament is 120mm 10th year type guns. You get only one of these they're type mod B2. Firing range is 2.4 kilometers. Reload time is 46 seconds. The HE shell damage is, well, 2,000. And firing setting chance is 10%. I mean, the secondaries don't seem like there's a lot of them. And there isn't. The torpedoes is 610mm doubled. 2 of them. Remember, this means the launchers, not the tubes. Reload time is 49 seconds. Turning time is 6 seconds. Max damage is 14,600. Torpedo detection range by sea is 1.6 kilometers, and torpedo range is 6 kilometers. Torpedo speed is 63 knots, so pretty decent. The AA, it gets, looks like 4 different AA. You get the 25mm 60 type 96 mod 1. You get 8 of those. Average damage per second 14. Firing range is 3.1 kilometers. Then you get the 25mm type 96 mod 1, which is just a different version of the other guns you have. You got 4 of these. Average damage per second is 20. Firing range is 3.1 kilometers. Your third AA guns is the 25mm type 96 mod 1, which is the same thing as the top ones, but you get 3 of these ones. Average damage per second is 18, and firing range is 3.1 kilometers. And your last one, which is probably your long range anti-aircraft guns, the other two, the 225 type 96 mod 1s, are probably your mid-range, and your 2560 is part of your short range. But with your last AA guns, this is the 120mm 10th type year type mod B2. You get only one of these, which is surprising. Average damage per second is 3. Firing range is 4.5 kilometers. Max speed of the ship is 36.8 knots. Turning circle radius is 560 meters, and rudder shift time is 3.6 seconds. Detectability by sea is 8.9 kilometers. After firing the guns from the sea is 12.7 kilometers, and when the ship is on fire, 10.9 kilometers. Detectability by air is 5.6 kilometers, and when after you're firing your main batteries, 8.4 kilometers, and when the ship is on fire, 8.6 kilometers. Grounded detectability range is 2 kilometers, and while firing in smoke is 4.1 kilometers. The armor of the ship, well, it does get a Citadel, but we'll talk about that Citadel here in a little bit. I can tell you where the guns are sitting, but we'll show you the guns and the torpedoes after we're done with the armor, and then also doing the captain. First of all, bottom is 15 meters thick. The fore-end plates is 10 meters thick. The fore-end deck is 10. The fore-end athwart ship is 6. Bottom is 15. Aft end plates is also 10. The aft end deck is, well, 10 again. Get the cooling tower top bottom is 7. The cooling tower size is 51, which looks like so far this is the highest amount of armor you're going to have on the ship. Side plates is 10. Top side plates are 10. Rear plates are 13. Bottom plates is 6. Frontal plates is 13. Side plates are 13. Top plates are 13. Citadel Warship is 38. Citadel armor belt, this is actually right here, the most armor drill strike, 57 meters thick. Citadel bottom 20. The Citadel deck is 25. The Citadel athwart ship is 38. The Citadel plates are 25. So basically saying 57 is your highest amount of armor you have on the ship. But keep that in mind. But I want to show you the Citadel. Yeah, that's not a good Citadel, guys. Remember, if you're shooting in the middle, oh, what the frick was that? Big lag spike, I guess. If you're shooting in the middle of the ship like this, if you're looking at the ship like this, shoot in the middle of the ship. As you can see, you're definitely going to Citadel this thing. Even if you don't aim for the waterline, you are still going to Citadel it from the middle of the ship. So that's something to be warned about if you're playing this ship or you're going up against this ship. I mean, if you're of a battleship, you could probably overmatch its bows to actually get that Citadel. So keep that remindment that that Citadel does sit. Well, another big spike. Definitely shoot there, as I said. Well, let's get back into the... Oh, went back too far. First of all, the captain. Oh, I forget to add his legendary perk one. We'll do it after this. His normal perk is Conjure Sign. Cruiser dispersion is 3.6%. Then I have Burn It Down XXL. Chances of HE shell causing fire is 2%. Then I have Full Speed Ahead. Max cruiser speed is 3%. Order shift time is 5%. Sponge, which it means increased damage for cruisers, is 3%. Armored HP is 8%, and armored repair time 8%. Then I have Acoustic Charm. Sonar cooldown time 15%, sonar duration 3%, and sonar charge is one of them. And which one would I use as my legendary perk? I will probably use this one, Fully Pack. The cooldown time for all consumables is 0%. Which I don't really sound too grateful, but consumable charge, actually yes it does. Means 0%. I don't know what I'm thinking here, guys. Consumable charge is 1. Cooldown time for all consumables is 30%. And active when all allied ships is within a 1.5 kilometer range. But with that said, with the captain, your main batteries, you get one right here. This one in the front is not your main battery. It's actually your AA gun. But the one above it is literally your main battery. So you only have 2 main batteries, which means you have 4 guns. Your torpedoes, meaning you can fire 4 torpedoes in the water. As you can see, 2 launchers, but with only 2 torpedo tubes inside each launcher, meaning you can only fire at least 4 torpedoes, both on port and starboard side. But with all that said, guys, and with this ship review done in the port, We'll take her out. We'll see what she can do, and I'll see you guys there. So guys, we're back on Polar. A cold map. Very cold map. Quit. Stop making fun of the maps. Or making fun of what is cold and what's not. Probably my crew on my ship is probably cold. But there's a few things I want to talk about the ship. I mean, it's a decent enough good ship. With its HE. Though, because there is no aircraft sitting in this gameplay. So no aircraft carriers, meaning the AA is not going to be showed off in this gameplay, which means, yeah, we can't show off the anti-aircraft firepower. I mean, it's kind of a good thing, but in a way, kind of a bad thing, because we can't show off the anti-aircraft fire, but, oh well, it doesn't really matter. We don't need aircraft carriers in this gameplay, do we? Aircraft carriers are people that, well, everybody hates. But this thing apparently can take, well, frankly, I'm not going to really spoil it too much. Well, you'll see it when it happens. But we start shooting at the Kaiser. Our first salvo from the front, we spot something. We spot the Wyoming-class battleship for the Americans. We start turning, because he's firing us. He only hits us with one shell. And my shots fire catches up to the guy. Fire my forward gun turret again. And fire my rear gun turret. I'm getting on the other side of this island. Start slowing down so I don't give my broadside out. Because if you remember in the port view of the ship, the Citadel is very much vulnerable above water, so the Wyoming or the Kaiser could definitely Citadel me from the side. And they just gotta get lucky once. But we see two walkie-talkies. We start shooting at the second walkie-talkie, and we hit the walkie-talkie. Two walkie-talkies. That's the Imperial Japanese Navy's destroyer class. We do get some good, decent hits at first. We do get hit from, I'm not sure what, probably the battleship, maybe a cruiser. Here comes the walkie-talkie. He takes out my engine from the front. Huh. I don't know how he did that. I used my repair kit. I'm still shooting at the guy, and he takes out my engine again. But this time, I catch a fire on the walkie-talkie. Okay. Excellent. We see a lone Clemson beached himself over there, so we start shooting at him. Nothing else to shoot at this point, because my engine's knocked out, and, well, actually, we could shoot at the Kaiser, looks like. But we crit the Clemson, and here comes torpedoes! Perfect from the walkie-talkie, but because we're in reverse, they don't hit us. They actually run out of steam. And we see a Phoenix-class cruiser, which is made of Citadels. I did a ship review of the Phoenix-class cruiser for the Americans. We'll keep on shooting at the Phoenix with HE. Maybe I should have switched to AP, but maybe I don't think it was a good thing because we just don't see much of the broadside. I mean, maybe we could have gotten a Citadel. I don't know. But HE, if I was keep on using HE, I might catch him on fire, which would be a good thing if I catch this guy on fire. And I'm hoping I do catch this guy on fire. We do see the Wyoming, but he's on the other side of that mountain. And it looks like those torpedoes might be good. No, actually they're not. But we do get a fire on the Phoenix. And he's still in reverse, so he's going pretty much slower. We get some more shots, one penetrating shot, and one actually shatters. But we're getting some decent damage from it. And we see a Japanese Trio class cruiser. Okay. Ooh, broadside. Well, you see me firing HE for the first salvo, and that's what's the AP. I'm deciding to get all my guns pointing at this guy, so that's why I'm going out farther. We fire our first AP shells, and BAM! Getting 2 Citadel hits. Wow. And then we fire another salvo. Boom! 2 more Citadel hits, and killed that Japanese cruiser. We're switching back to HE for the Clemson. That cruiser gets taken out by my teammates. That battleship is just way back there sitting. And this Crimson gets hit real hard. So I decided to shoot at the battleship. I expected my teammates to take this guy out. Well, because there's a battleship flying it, that's when it gets to take him out too good. So I killed the guy with a crit on him with his knocking his torpedoes out as a insult to the destroyer. Well, we keep on firing at this battleship, hoping to catch a fire somewhere on the battleship. Can we catch a fire? I don't know. Hopefully we can. I mean, we are definitely hitting the Kaiser class battleship for the Germans. But as you see, I have to start turning a little bit, because if I don't, I'm going to beach myself. And I really don't want to beach myself. We see the other walkie-talkies over there. There's only 3 enemy ships. We finally catch a fire on the Kaiser class battleship. One gun turret actually goes over and actually hits the Kaiser. And in this game, we've only lost 3 destroyers, and there's only 2 enemy ships left. This Kaiser, which is the battleship, which is burning pretty good with my fire. He hasn't put it out yet, so okay. I'm sorry for that, guys. But yeah, he's definitely, well, steaming straight ahead. He's getting a broadside, but doesn't mean we can't really sit with this guy, because he has that turret back armor. I'm bringing my torpedoes because I'm thinking about torpedoing the guy, but I think this is really where I kind of made a mistake. I was not thinking of my Citadel. Yeah, that was a big hit right there. And this was the other idea. I should have waited. I should have just launched 1 torpedo, which we call him fire again. But we should have launched the 2 torpedoes and waited till he beached himself to launch the other 2. He knocks out my gun turret. I repair it. I'm coming back in. I want to get some more torpedoes, but because they have a longer reload, and boom, he takes me out. Oof. But I did 41,000 damage, 955. Not bad as a tier 3 cruiser in a top tiered game. I mean, this cruiser is a nice cruiser to have. Just its Citadel sits way above the water, and just you could get Citadeled from even the front. And as right there proves, if a battleship's patient enough to wait for you to turn to give your side, you could be definitely Citadeled from the side. But otherwise, the ship's guns are pretty good at reloading, and with the modifications I add to it to making the reload a little bit more quicker, I'm making sure I can dish out that damage and maybe get those fires out there to the enemy ship faster than you know. But at this point, the battle looks like we're going to win, because the only ships left is this tier 3 German battleship, the Kaiser. Ooh boy. I mean, his secondaries is just opening up, but he's not going to live to survive this battle. And that comes to the battle to a closing edge there, guys. And where do we come at? And in the team, well, I think where do we come at? Come on, tank. Show the good people. We come first. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.